Hey everyone, and welcome back to our channel. Today, we re-dive in deep inside the cell to explore one of its most versatile and fascinating components, the vacuole. You might think of it as just a simple storage bubble, but trust me, it's so much more than that. Ready to have your mind blown? Let's get started. So, what exactly is a vacuole? Think of it as a large, membrane-bound sac, kind of like a vesicle, but on a much grander scale. These sacs don't just appear out of nowhere. They actually originate from two of the cell's busiest manufacturing and shipping centers: the endoplasmic reticulum and the Golgi complex. Sometimes they even form by pinching off a piece of the plasma membrane itself. This diverse origin story is a big clue to just how many different jobs vacuoles can do. Let's start with animal cells. Have you ever seen a video of an amoeba engulfing its food? That process is called phagocytosis. When the cell membrane wraps around a food particle and brings it inside, it creates what's known as a food vacuole. This vacuole then acts like a tiny, temporary stomach, fusing with other organelles called lysosomes that contain digestive enzymes. Together, they break down the food, releasing nutrients that the rest of the cell can use for energy and growth. It's a perfect example of a cellular lunchbox. Now, let's venture into the world of freshwater protists, like the parameciate. These tiny organisms live in ponds and streams, where the water concentration outside is much higher than inside their cells. This means water is constantly trying to rush in, which could cause the cell to swell up and burst. This is where the contractile vacuole comes to the rescue. It's like a microscopic sump pump. It collects all the excess water from the cytoplasm and then contracts, forcefully pumping the water back out of the cell. This constant bailing action is crucial for maintaining the right balance of ions and molecules inside, allowing the protist to survive in its watery environment. Without it, they'd be in big trouble. Alright, let's switch gears and talk about plants, because this is where vacuoles really steal the show. In a young, growing plant cell, you won't find one single, giant vacuole. Instead, you'll see many smaller ones scattered throughout the cytoplasm. These small vacuoles are little powerhouses of potential. They can store a whole range of important organic compounds, like proteins and pigments. But they also have a darker, more defensive side. Some plants store compounds in their vacuoles that are poisonous or just taste really bad to animals. It's a brilliant defense mechanism. When an unsuspecting herbivore takes a bite, it gets a mouthful of these nasty chemicals, discouraging it from coming back for a second helping. So, in a way, the vacuole acts as the plant's personal security guard, protecting it from being eaten. As a plant cell matures, something amazing happens. All those small vacuoles start to merge together. They coalesce, growing larger and larger until they form one massive central vacuole. In a mature plant cell, This central vacuole can take up a staggering amount of space, often 80% or even more of the entire cell volume. It's so big that it pushes all the other organelles, including the nucleus and chloroplasts, right up against the cell wall. The membrane surrounding this huge vacuole has a special name, the turret. The tonoplast is selectively permeable, meaning it carefully controls what goes in and out of the vacuole. Inside, you'll find a solution called cell sap. This sap is a rich cocktail of substances. It's the plant cell's main storage depot for inorganic ions, like potassium and chloride, which are vital for various cellular functions. It also holds water, nutrients, and waste products. But the central vacuole's most critical role is providing mechanical support. By absorbing and holding a large amount of water, the vacuole pushes firmly against the cell wall. This internal pressure is called turgor pressure. It's what makes plant tissues firm and rigid. Think about a crisp lettuce leaf. That crispness is all thanks to turgor pressure. When a plant doesn't get enough water, the central vacuole shrinks, the turgor pressure drops, and the plant begins to wilt. So, next time you see a drooping plant, you'll know its vacuoles are just thirsty. The central vacuole is truly the unsung hero, acting as a storehouse, a waste dump, and the structural backbone of the plant cell. So there you have it. From tiny food pouches in animal cells to powerful water pumps in protists and the massive multifunctional central vacuoles in plants, these organelles are incredibly dynamic and essential for life. They're not just empty space. They're bustling centers of activity. I hope this deep dive has given you a new appreciation for the humble vacuole. If you learned something new today, make sure to hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into the amazing world of biology. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.